Today began with a beautiful blue sky and wispy clouds and the sun starting to shine. And then suddenly it changed. The sun was no longer, the blue skies were no longer, and beautiful wispy clouds hovered over Hollywood. My beautiful home that I call, or my girlfriend Asia calls, Dragonwood. After taking in the beautiful morning, I proceeded to take my girls out on their morning walk, which is what we do every day, early in the morning. And I greeted the morning by proclaiming that I was going to have a great day today. Walking down the street to my favorite little stop where I always turn around and take a look at the Hollywood sign, that famous, beautiful Hollywood sign that I remember from my childhood, from watching television. Little did I know then, and I never would have realized that it would be my home now. As an older person, contemplating life, looking back at life rather, and taking the time to enjoy every single day to the fullest. So I walked down the street with my little girls, Kira and Freya, my dogs. And this man holding a camera waves at me from across the street, waves me down, and asks if he could take a picture of me. And I said, sure. So he has a nice, fancy camera. He said that he goes around, walks around the streets of Hollywood looking for interesting people to take pictures of. So he wanted to photograph me, and I agreed. So he took photos of me. I gave him my phone number because he wants to send me copies. I'm waiting to get those, and then I will share them with my friends and family on social media. But it was a nice interaction I had with this complete stranger who seemed very nice. I really enjoyed the braided hair that he was wearing. And he seemed to speak with a little bit of an accent. I couldn't really place the accent, but I could tell that he was from a different country other than the United States. And just by the way he was talking to me, but he spoke very good English. So we chit-chatted. And I happened to come across a man a little earlier in the morning. I came across a man sitting on the side of the sidewalk with a sign that said, "Feed a philosopher." And my thoughts immediately went to my late partner, Mark. He was a philosopher. He was a very intelligent man. He had a double major, he majored in philosophy and psychology, I think it was. Anyway, so when I saw the man sitting there with his sign that said, "Feed a philosopher," I thought, well, I don't have much to give this gentleman, but I do have, I'm about to eat my breakfast, so I came back home and I actually went to the little convenience store just a block away from my apartment where they have bananas for sale, two for $1. So I purchased 10 bananas for $5. And I came home and I put 3 bananas in a bag. I got a little container that I had, a little plastic container, and I put some peanut butter in it. And then I grabbed a cup of coffee, or a little plastic container that I had, and I put some coffee in it. And I walked down to where this gentleman was sitting on the sidewalk. And I told him that I didn't have much to give him, but I had some bananas and some peanut butter and a little bit of coffee that I wanted to share with him. He looked at me with grateful eyes, soft, kind, gentle eyes that spoke of nothing but love. I could see nothing but love coming from this man's eyes. And I was touched. And I asked him what his name is. And so he told me his name was Zeno. So I asked this man if he would allow the gentleman who had just photographed me to take pictures of him for his project. So he agreed, and he did it with a big smile, and he stood up, he posed for the pictures, and I stood there rather, and I just watched this whole thing happen, and it made me feel good that this stranger affected my life in such a positive way, and that I was moved to doing something good for someone that I didn't know and most likely would never see again. But it was my chance to do something for someone, and it felt good to do that. The best part about it, all this experience, was I am left with the man's look in his eyes. I can still see the look in his eyes, the soft, gentle, loving eyes this man was looking at me with. And I just felt a great sense of peace overcome me. And I thought to myself, what a beautiful thing that the universe presented me with, this opportunity to do something nice for somebody without expecting anything in return. But I did get something in return. I got a gentle, kind, loving smile from a stranger that had no price on it. It was freely given, and it was genuine. And that, to me, is the beauty in a person that moves mountains. And perhaps this little interaction with this total stranger I had today was the greatest blessing that I could have today, besides the blessing of waking up and opening up my eyes and being able to enjoy another day of life. I will be sharing more of my stories in future videos. As I change my course, my direction, and start doing more videos, just talking to my audience, talking to my family, talking to my friends, sharing with you things that I believe in, my experiences, my thoughts, my feelings, and doing it in a way where I'm hoping that my stories will bring a little bit of light and happiness to people, to you who are listening to this video now. I'm hoping that I'm able to brighten up your days, your world, your life in some way, in any way, even if it's just minuscule. Because a little bit of light can light up a whole room. A little bit of light can light up the whole world, can illuminate the whole world. And if I can illuminate your world, even if it's just a little tiny bit, by sharing some positivity or a story of positivity with you, then I feel like I've done something good today. And today is worth living.